We have a choice. We can be the first to make change, or as businesses, we can be the ones that follow everybody else that makes the changes for us. But I'm telling you, it ain't fun being second place, because that means you're not making the rules. And if you're not making the rules, you're following the rules that somebody else is making for you. That really stinks.
Do you struggle with that mythological subject we all call work-life balance? If so, trust me, you're not alone. My name is Marcus Sheridan, and this is my journey as a professional speaker and business consultant, trying to make my impact on the world while at the same time striving to be the best husband, father, and giver I can be. Friends, welcome to The Balance.
Do you all ever feel a little bit demotivated and depressed after you watch the Daily V? And a bunch of people in the room are like, oh, yeah. So I'm like, why? And then all of a sudden it was like, cause I just don't feel like I can keep up. I don't feel like I can do that. And I mean, I love Gary, but it's just like, I don't want that. I mean, I want to be successful, but I just don't want to be that. Now, keep in mind, none of this is Gary's fault. I don't fault, and because he always says, do you, be you, right? But at the same time, as humans, what we do is we compare our lives, especially in the social world, to everything that's happening out there and everybody else. And we're never sitting there looking usually at the positive. We're just sitting there saying, I can't compete. And then we get depressed. At a higher or low level, we feel demotivated. And so I said, you know what? There is need in the marketplace to show that you can have this amazing life with your family that's integrated into your work schedule. You don't have to follow that stupid adage of completely separate work life and family life, which I think is a farce and a terrible, awful recommendation, and whoever invented it needs to be shot. Because I think the great key is that people like you and I, you've got a couple amazing kids, I got some amazing kids, everybody's kids are amazing, right? That we figure out a way to write that blog article when they're sitting on our lap. It's really funny. I've been in Des Moines now for a few days, Midwest America, and it's a great town. Went to a ball game for the Iowa Cubs. It was a great experience. And there's something really interesting. This might not be the hotbed of tech out here, but let me tell you, we did meet with some companies that are doing some pretty progressive stuff, that are thinking forward, and ultimately they're making change. Jim Rohn, my favorite mentor of all time, he said, if you change, everything will change. But until we make
that personal change, whether it be personal or whether it be professional, it's really tough to get any results, anything that's long term. I was talking to an automotive dealership. They've got 6 dealerships locally, and they have 3 full-time photographers right now. They take over 1 million photos a year. They've got 1 full-time videographer, and they also realize that's what's coming next for them is virtual reality. They understand that eventually they're not going to have vehicles on the lot, that people are going to come in, they're going to put on a pair of goggles, and they're going to experience what it's like to drive a Cadillac. That's where we're going, that's where we're headed, and we're in the middle of what the cornfields essentially here. I mean, it's a great little town, but this ain't New York, this ain't California, but these are companies that are saying we better change ourselves. If we're going to be prepared for what's next, we better do it ourselves. We can't just wait around. And that's the thing, when we wait, we have a choice. We can be the first to make change, or as businesses, we can be the ones that follow everybody else that makes the changes for us. But I'm telling you, it ain't fun being second place, because that means you're not making the rules. And if you're not making the rules, you're following the rules that somebody else is making for you. That really stinks. That really stinks. It stinks being number 2 today. And so that's why this need for innovation and this obsessive listening, you talk about what really is They Ask You Answer. They Ask You Answer isn't just about answering questions. It is the obsession with knowing what the consumer wants and how they want it, and being willing to change quickly in order to meet that need, because ultimately they're in charge. That's just how it works. Instead of just putting our stakes in the ground saying, this is how my business is, it's how it's always been, that we're willing to evolve really, really fast.